Hey you guys, what's going on? 845 Sports Cards coming out of New York's Hudson Valley once again, and today we have a video where we're going to get together a COMC order. Check out my cards. I use COMC.com quite extensively. I send them cards that aren't quite valuable enough to sell as a single on eBay. So a card, we'll say it's maybe in the $1 to $5 range. Sent to COMC, they will charge somewhere between 50 cents and $1 to intake the card. They will scan it, catalog it, list it, and then you set your own prices. And when they sell, they take a small commission. I think it's 5% on the back end. So it's really not a bad way to do it. The card has to be worth at least about 58 cents, I would say, because if you sell a card for 50 cents, they charge you 50 cents to intake it. Now you're at zero, and then they take 5% off the sale. Now you're in the negative. So the card that you sent in has to be worth at least 58 cents or so to break even. A card that's worth more than, say, about $50, I probably wouldn't send to COMC. I would just keep that card back myself and sell it as a single on eBay. eBay is going to charge you 13% commission. Then you got to ship, and you have to insure and track, accept returns if that's your thing, deal with customer complaints. It's a headache. You give it to COMC, they vet it, they verify that it's legitimate, scan it, catalog it, sell it, and it's out of your hands. If the person is not happy with the sale, it's COMC's problem, not yours. So it's a really nice thing. But right now we're going to show you how I put the order together and what I'm sending out. So I got a few boxes here. What I do is I try to send them in 400 count boxes. COMC is very clear about how to send things. Every card must be, no card can be in a top loader or semi-rigid. They want penny sleeves. You send the card in a penny sleeve, it's protected, and they don't charge you for taking it out. If you put a card in a top loader, they'll charge you 50 cents per card to take it out. You don't want to do that. You don't want to bother with top loaders. So just load everything in a penny sleeve, stack them together in a box, and I'll show you that in a little minute. Let's rip through some cards here real fast. These are cards that I feel they're worth more than 55, 58 cents, and I think they're popular enough. Hall of Famers, big stars, celebrities, cards that have some saleability, some appeal, and over time will sell on the platform. So rip through here. This is from Once Upon a Time in Queens. A lot of these cards I ripped Christmas morning. I ripped a whole blowout variety box. The Mega Mix was pretty cool. There's a lot of different sports here. Most of my cards are baseball, but I ripped a lot of, there was basketball and football and UFC in that. So a lot of you'll see that here is part of that. That is going to be part of this order. So Jimmy Kimmel. It's a black, Bryant. So judging some kind of refractor. Vladdy Jr. I'm going to go super fast. So on some basketball, LaMelo Ball. Giannis is a rookie ticket. It's a thicker card. They charge for oversized cards. Thicker cards don't count as oversized. Shai Gilgeous. Suzuki. Ron Acuna. Steph Curry. And a Prism. Again, Shaq. Stockton. So pretty much refractors. Anything that's going to be a refractor. So like here. Robbie Snelling. But it's a red number to 399 out of 2024 Prism. Perfect card because it's not going to sell for much on eBay as a single. But if I wait long enough, there is a market for big stars, big players. Here's some wrestling cards from AEW. This was a Whatnot break I got in. Here's some more Prism. Again, it's almost 600 cards. So I'm just going to flip through it real super quick so you get an idea of what it looks like. Again, shiny cards, colored cards, high number parallels. If it's 1 out of 10, out of 5, it's probably too valuable to send. COMC, I would sell that as a single. If these are just Prism base cards, but Hall of Famers. There's a female, Olivia Pichardo. No team there. It's a female college walk-on pitcher. She's a female playing D1 baseball. The first woman to play D1 baseball. That is pretty remarkable. On eBay, it might go for $2, $3, maybe $5, because it's a non-licensed card. She's not in the pros. She's technically a prospect. But on COMC, there might be a market. And when you look at the COMC platform, it's easy enough to just sell cards, buy cards, and even flip cards. So if I list that at a competitive price, assuming I have, there's an Ellie, but it's a non-licensed card, so it's probably not very valuable. But somebody will look for an Ellie. These are Hall of Famers from Junk Wax. There's the Great Gazoo, Jose Offerman, the Goofy Helmet. You will find your markets. People are on there, and they look for cards just to flip. So there's some 83 Fleer, low population, medium value, medium demand. I don't expect anybody looking for a 1990 Topps Tommy Lasorda, but if you want one, I'll have one. And if you want to make a run of Hall of Fame managers, we'll say, or Hall of Famers, like I said, Hall of Famers in the 88 set, Bo Jackson, a popular player. The listings are there. And the nice thing is when you buy something on COMC, unless you specifically request it, it stays on the platform. It's Freddie Freeman, a refractor, which is to say early Max Scherzer, which is to say you don't need to pay for shipping right away. You will pay for shipping. Mandy Rose. Goldberg. You will pay for shipping if you want the cards brought back to you, but you can buy them on the platform and leave them on the platform and not pay any shipping. So that's kind of nice. You could buy it and then later flip it on the platform itself. You could send it to auction at eBay. Some female basketball. Again, I don't know a lot about female basketball, but Sue Bird, Jordan Canada, an Emergent, Maya Moore. There could be a market. So right there, that's the first 200 cards. It's in a 400 count shoebox, or single row box. So that's 200 cards in penny sleeves. Some of them are thicker than others. You see, it doesn't quite take up the 400. But when you're going to mail this, you want to make sure the cards don't bounce around too much. So what I like to use are these foam blocks. These actually came with 2024 Topps Chrome Mega Boxes. They're rectangular, pretty high density foam. So what I like to do is squeeze that foam, depending which way it is. This way is one way, that way is a little wider, and that way is even wider. So we'll go the dimension that gives it a nice snug fit. Now the cards don't bounce around too much. That's what we want. This is how we're going to send it out. We're going to pat them down, make sure they're lined up nice and nice. These cards are not moving at all. The foam block prevents them from moving. We'll just close that up. We'll take the QR code and barcode that you print out on the website, so there's tracking on it, and we'll stash it in the box. But let's keep looking through some cards. Again, more of the same. As a 200 count box. There's my foam block. Another 200 count box. Just want to show you kind of what I'm thinking about sending, so you have an idea what you can send. So get more female basketball. Diana Taurasi again, a Prism. Tina Charles. So here's a Shohei, stars the MLB from Topps. I looked at this card first to see if I thought it was a potential PSA 10. If I found any defects, any dimples, rough corners, edges. You see that, I don't know if you can see there, but there's an edge, like kind of dent right there. No way it's getting a 10. It's probably not going to sell for a lot as a single, but if I throw it up on COMC, somebody searches Shohei Ohtani, they'll see this one. It's likely to get $2-3, so it's perfect for me. Bogarts, Pete Alonso, Trey Turner, Jose Abreu. So base cards, I'll only send a base card if it's a big star or a rookie. There's a Scooble Future Star, Kevin Biggio, pretty cool. And then you got your inserts, your prisms, your parallels. Season tickets here, Blake Griffin. He's a big star. Zion. Joel Embiid. Jimmy Butler. Nikola Jokic. LaMelo again. LeBron James. So I don't know what brand this is. XR. Not really sure. It's a Panini product from 21-22. Not even close to his rookie. But it's got coloration to it. It's pretty cool. It's one of the biggest stars in the league. It'll definitely sell. It might take a few weeks. Might take a few months. But that's okay. They charge you intake 50 cents. And they'll charge you Brock Lesnar. And they'll charge you 5% on the sale. But as it sits on the platform, Trevor Lawrence, Tom Brady from Score. As it sits on the platform, they don't charge you any maintenance fees for the first, I want to say 6 months. Desmond Ritter, LaMelo Ball, there's LeBron again, Kyrie Irving, Carmelo Anthony, Tyrese Maxey, Jalen Green, Kyle Kuzma, Devin Booker. They don't charge you any maintenance for, I think, the first 90 days. If the card sits there unsold, they'll end up charging you 1 penny per card per month as a maintenance fee. It's really not that much money. So there is a penalty for keeping cards up there that aren't going to sell. You can't ask too much. Zion, insert, perfect. Cade Cunningham, Porzingis, LeBron again, Don Russ, some kind of basketball, but cards worth maybe $2. I'm not going to sit up at a table and wait to sell this. I'll throw it into COMC. It'll sit on the platform. A few months go by, somebody wants to grab it for their PC, or even better, to flip it, buy it for $1, sell it for $2. They can have it. There's a relic card of a guy I never heard of, Angel Garcia, out of NXT UK. But it's a relic, so it's got a little bit of value. Perfect for COMC. Tua, Devontae Smith, Trey Lance, and some kind of see-through acetate card. Pat Mahomes, Trevor Lawrence in an acetate. Justin Fields, Joe Burrow, Tua, Trevor Lawrence, Travis Kelce, Jalen Hurts, Trey Lance. These are cool cards. They're nice cards. Here's Metal Universe, Wayne Gretzky. That's a girl fencing, but it's a parallel. It's a kind of aqua-looking parallel. 2,500 degrees, parallel. Metal Superstars. There could be a small market for these cards, and if there is, my card will be available. You want a Maria Sharapova card? You like the look of the metal design? I'll have it there. If it sells for $1 or $2, it's profitable, and that's the thing. I'm nickel and diming my way to profitability. It's a Griffey. I don't care if any of them sell for a lot of money. What I care is that they sell. It's a numbers game. If I could sell every card for a 10-cent profit, and I send in 500 cards, it's $50, right? What else are these cards doing? They're going to sit in a shoebox in my basement. Some soccer cards. Dan Marino. This is a Panini Silver. It's a numbered card. These were the silver packs on Black Friday. What are these cards going to do? They're going to sit in my basement. It's 125 out of 125. It's pretty cool. I don't know if I even realized that. But they're going to sit in my basement, collect dust. But if I send them away, I might be able to capture 10, 20 cents profit. Churio, Catfish Hunter, Vladdy, Lou Brock, Yamamoto. These are Stadium Club. These are the pinks. I like the base set. I'm going to try to put together the base set. But the pink parallels, I'm not putting together a pink parallel set or a chrome set. So if I get a pink of a star, Malott, a legend, Christy Mathewson, all the reds, good rookies, Hall of Famers, I'm sending them away. COMC is the perfect platform for that. Here's some other inserts. Junior Caminero, Aaron Judge. Again, I looked at this card to see if it was grade worthy. If I thought the Aaron Judge could get a PSA 10, corners, edges, surface, centering, I would not send to COMC. I'd hang on to it. I'd send it in for grading. But if for whatever reason, if there's a rough edge, a touch corner, a surface blemish, COMC is the perfect place for it. Because COMC, unless the card is absolutely, it's a Shohei, same thing. I looked it over, not a 10, COMC can have it. Unless there's an Ellie, unless there's a glaring defect in the card, paper loss, a giant crease, it's got to be really, really obvious, really, really bad. Unless there's a glaring defect, this card's ain't moving now, little foam block. Unless there's a glaring defect, they won't make a note of it on the account. They won't say your card is damaged. If, for example, whoops, if you were paying attention, I forgot to add the QR code for tracking. Hold that up. Right in there. Good to go. And of course, I'm reusing my retro wax boxes from SlaterSports.com, 400 count box. They will mark a card if it's in really bad shape and say, hey, this card does have some corner wear, or this card does have a crease in it. But barring severe defects, they just let it go and say it's near mint. Chief Fantasy, the inserts, the die cut J-Dom. Black, Stadium Club, black foil. All the chromes. Again, only the stars. Prospects, stars, legends, rookies. If I got a chrome of a mid-level guy, I'm not sending it. But you got a rookie. Here you get a Josh Jung autograph on card. Pull this out of the Slater Sports big fly box. In raw, it's maybe $20. I looked it over. It's not a 10. That corner's a bit touched. It just came out of the pack. Not perfect, so I'm not going to grade it, although it would be great as a PSA 10. It would increase the value, but it won't get a 10. It'd be a waste of my time and money to grade it. If I could sell it for maybe 20 on eBay, now I get banged up in fees, I'll throw it up on COMC. And here's a nice thing. When it's on COMC, they will concurrently cross-list your cards on eBay. So this card, I'll put at $20. COMC will automatically cross-list it on eBay as a buy it now for, I think, maybe about 20% over. So they'll put it for $24, buy it now. And oftentimes you'll get sales on COMC and it'll say purchased by eBay because somebody bought it on COMC or through COMC's eBay account for $24, even though they could have bought it on COMC directly for $20. So what they're doing, COMC is helping you by cross-listing it. So even if I was going to list this on eBay, I would list it at $20, wait around, deal with shipping, returns, insurance, yada, yada, yada. By sending to COMC, I have that marketplace, COMC customers, plus I have it on eBay, and you never know. Somebody might overpay for it and get you the sale anyway. So it's actually a nice way to do things. These sepias are really nice. Our Chief Wahoo at a 91 upper deck. It's a pretty rare hologram. It's not a baseball card, but if you look on the platform, these are available. They are legitimate, and they do sell. You've seen a rookie, Dion, Candy Maldonado, with the Corey Haim in the back. These are about $4 a piece on COMC. Ricky, Junior Griffey. So it's a numbers game. I don't care if they sell for a lot. I just want them to sell. And when you have a lot of volume, you have as many cards from Allen Ginter. When you have a lot of cards there, the odds you making sales is just better. It's a Jaden Daniels. It's a Jaden Daniels out of Allen Ginter. A couple bucks. But if you search Jaden Daniels, my card will come up. My Allen Ginter card will come up. It's not the most valuable, but you may speculate that it's going to go up in value if he performs well. And then while you're there, you look at my other cards in my account, and you might pick up on a Craig Biggio rookie out of Donruss. Francisco Alvarez, a cracked ice. A big league card. You say you're completing the big league set for your kids. I just pulled out the bigger rookies. Kerstad, Frelick, Max Fried just got traded. Danzy. Wrestling cards. You want a PCA guy like Terry Funk. Complete a rainbow, and you say you need the green with Jimmy Uso or Jade Cargill. You could fill that gap through COMC because you have millions and millions of singles. What I'm trying to do is provide an opportunity for somebody looking for these singles to find them. I open wax. If I'm completing the set, I pull the base cards out. I make the set. My doubles are the stars. The refractors, the inserts, unless they're super valuable, low numbered, they go straight to COMC. And that's what we have here. So wrapping up here, red, white, and blue. That's numbered to 76. It's a pretty cool card. Don't know who he is, but it's numbered to 76. Stratospheric Stars Gunner. It's a Paul Skeens combo card of Update. Junior Caminero. Josh Gibson, great card. Not super valuable. Somebody will buy it on COMC because it has Josh Gibson on it. It's his first Topps card, to my knowledge. Well, it's the first card since they counted his batting average. Langford, these rookie debuts. Booker T, a numbered card out of $3.99. COMC will indicate that. They'll say it's out of 99. They'll identify the exact prism that it is. It's super duper helpful. There's Santa Daly. So these are the cards that are in top loaders. I'm going to show you one other thing. If a card is super thick, one of these crazy relics, this Austin Meadows, it's a metal helmet in there. What's this thing worth? I don't know. $1? Maybe? I'm not going to top load it. I'm just going to slide it right in the middle. It's safe. It ain't going anywhere. 89 Bowman. These are extra large. They won't fit this ways, but they'll fit that ways. Oddball cards. This is a 1982 Fleer stamp. Set of 10. Doesn't matter. Fold it up. Penny sleeve it. You don't have to penny sleeve it. Drop in there, drop in there. As long as it arrives. So we can flip this around here. This guy in the middle. So it's longer this way, so we'll try this way. Pretty good. Even crunch it more. Better. Now the cards ain't moving. So cool. As long as they arrive safely, it's all good. As long as the conditions preserved pretty good, it gets listed as near mint and you get your most value. So I'm going to switch the camera around. I'm going to show you exactly how I load this box up. So sit tight. Actually, before I switch the cam over, I did want to mention here why I do it like this with the foam insert. If you were to stack the cards to the edge and really jam them in there, when they receive the cards out in Washington State, they have to get the cards out somehow. And if they were really jammed in there, they have to wrestle the card, their finger in between or turn the thing upside down. It's really a bad idea. But by putting in a spacer like this, they use their brain, they take the spacer out, and the cards come out nice and free. That's why I like to use a spacer. Leave some room. It's a 400 count box for 173 cards. You want to leave a little bit of room, throw in a nice spacer, the cards don't move, and they're ready to go. So again, let's switch the camera and show you how we load the box. All right, back here. I'm recycling an old Amazon box. I don't save every box I get from Amazon, but sometimes they are useful. So you're gonna figure out what's best for you. These are 400 count boxes. You wanna make sure that when they travel to Washington State from wherever you may live, they don't move around too much. It just so happens that that fits pretty perfect right there. Inside each box, cards, penny sleeves, foam spacer, and the QR code, the paper slip that came with it. What we're gonna do here, we're gonna get some crumpled up paper, supplies that I keep on hand for mailing other eBay items. That's probably pretty good right there. Maybe one more. Never be too careful with the mail. Sometimes there are opportunities to drop off COMC packages, say at a national or larger card show, a Comic-Con. They do have events where they accept submissions, but you might not have that opportunity. So what you might have to do is just mail it away. So let's show you how we mail this away. So you take the old Amazon labels off. Get a roll of tape here. Tape sounds pretty good. secure, throw a couple extras. You don't know if this thing's going to be exposed to the rain, so I like to seal up the edges. If you tape the top, don't forget, you tape the bottom too, to make sure that stays closed, secure through travel. It's, for me, this is going from New York all the way to California. You never know what's going to happen. It gets bounced around on the airplane. Could get thrown in the tarmac. Somebody could be careless. I don't know. I want to make sure I leave nothing to chance. So I come across and down. And then I had all these other each individual tape strip came across. I'm going to re-secure those all the way around. Oops. Hit the camera. Was a good idea. Do it again at the bottom. Once around. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. There we go. So then, my laser thermal printer, there's my COMC pre-made labels. I'll slap that on there. I'll bring it to the post office. This box here, with about 600 cards, this will probably cost me, I'm gonna guess, about 20 bucks to mail. But if you shake it, you don't hear the cards rattling around because they're nicely secured. By the time they receive it, sometime next week, it'll take about 16 weeks. 16 weeks is 4 months. If you think about the timeline of things, 4 months from now, baseball will be in full swing. It's at a lull now, but it's a good time to send baseball because by the time it comes live in the account, people are excited about baseball. Football will be out of season, basketball will be out of season, but that's okay because it'll eventually come back around and we're playing a long game here. Right now I have about 500 cards in my COMC. This will about double my inventory. And it's going to be a numbers game. I don't want to be the biggest seller or the best seller. I just want to be a big seller and have a way to create hobby budget, hobby funds, so I can reinvest in other items, whether it's a PC card, whether it's a card I can flip on that platform. For example, I just bought a couple months ago, I bought a Drake May PSA 10 at a Bowman U. I bought it for 60, I sold it for 200. I got lucky, it was timing, but it's an arbitrage. You buy it one place, sell it someplace else. That particular card did sell on eBay with the cross listing that they do, so it made me a lot of money. I can reinvest that money in either wax through blowout cards, or I can buy a PC card or flip another card. One thing I want to say about the price. This box is going in. It's almost 600 cards. COMC will only charge once they upload the card. So I won't get charged a penny for this box for 4 months. So if you have other submissions in, as you sell those off, those funds can pay for this. And either way, I have 4 months to come up with the money to pay for this. 600 cards will cost me $300, 50 cents per card. I plan to sell these 600 cards for at least $1,500, $2,000. Over a long term, it'll make me a dollar profit, but I won't be charged a penny until they upload the cards, which will be in 4 months. So this is investing in the future. I'm gonna mail out today. It'll be here later next week. And in 4 months, they'll charge me and they'll start selling through. And by the time these start selling, I would have probably delivered 1 or 2 extra boxes this size to the account to refeed it. So if you have any questions about COMC, hit me up down below, shoot me an email, put a message down below. This is only part of how I keep my hobby budget thriving, sell off some of the cards I pull out of wax that I don't necessarily want to keep. If you have any questions, any comments, shoot them down below. Otherwise, thanks for watching, guys. Comment, like, keep subscribing, keep sharing with your friends, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.